Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Skate. Yes, yeah, I saw it is my most popular video because Skate is a brand new game out. I'm assuming that's why. And it's going to be kind of a continuation of my original Skate review sort of thing. Not that I. Not that I really want to continue, but well, it's all right. If I keep fucking following, it'll be fine. What was I going to talk about? Like in the original video, I kind of started off out here. So fuck it, we'll start here again. I once again didn't bring notes. I had notes written down once again. Didn't bring notes because I want to do kind of like a post-launch update sort of thing. Because my video was made when the game hadn't released publicly, so I kind of want to make a video post-launch, just having fun. I finally learned tray flips. Like I can just do them on a whim now. Oh no, now I can do them on a whim. But yeah, like this game has not. Like I really did glaze it in the other video saying it's going to be a great game. I want to be perfectly honest. I do not think this game will last. I think this game will genuinely die. I think they did not put enough effort. Sorry, effort. Yeah, fuck that effort. They did not put enough effort into making a game that I think everyone wants to play. Because I don't want to play a game that's somewhat the same. The map is very boring. I mean, the street spots are great, and some of the skate park areas they've just been fun, but I kind of feel bored. Like I just feel like I play it for 2 hours, and then I just won't touch it for the rest of the day. I've already played my fun. I've already had my fun, and it's annoying because like Skate 3, you could sit there for fucking years and just play it and become really good at it. And it sucks to see that a game series that I've been so heavily involved in. Played every single one of them. My first skate game was Skate 3. No shit. Like a lot of other people. But since then I've played every single skate game, and this one is definitely the worst. Is that to say there are bad? It is a completely horrible and just I will never touch this game again sort of thing. Absolutely not. It's not that abhorrent. It's enough to make you go, but I don't want to play it. Which is what sucks the most, because you'll sit here, you'll see all of this sort of stuff, and I just want a game that doesn't feel like I'm walking around as a Fortnite character. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Like, I play a lot of Fortnite. I play too much of it. In fact, I play too much of it. And I just want a game where I feel like I'm not in Fortnite, where I feel like I'm just playing a game. I know this is a complaint about a lot of games now, where they're doing like Fortnite sort of things with the skate pass. I understand why they're doing that, because they realize that the shop is way too fucking expensive, so they're just releasing a skate pass so like everyone goes out and buys the game, which is just completely fair. Like, because it's gonna make the skate pass cheaper, obviously. The free pass is obviously gonna be for free. The premium pass will be like 1,000 or something like that. It won't be too much. It'll be like 950, whatever. I get why they were doing that. That's absolutely hilarious to me. I find it. But yeah, like this game isn't the skating game I'm looking for. I mean, no, neither is the new Tony Hawk's. I've seen gameplay of it. I do not think I'll enjoy it. I've never really enjoyed Tony Hawk's compared to Skate ever. I mean, I've enjoyed the remake of the first two, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. But seeing remake 3 and 4, like 4 is obviously a great one. I like 4. Oh yeah, and I may as well mention. May as well mention while I'm here. Brick Switch. We're not getting any updates to it until season 2. Go read the Grind Volume 6. I'll link it in the description of the video. Um, it's that's fucking annoying. I really wanted this area to be an area that would be so much fun to skate and have so many great things. And yet now here we are looking over it where I'm just sitting here going, why? Why? What is there that we're just not gonna that we're just not gonna pay attention to or just don't want to make yet because we're lazy fuckers? It just goes to prove EA really does not give a fucking shit. I mean, I made my opinion very clear to them in multiple surveys of what I want to see, and I'm pretty sure my opinion is pretty similar to a lot of other people's. Make it like the other skates. I get it, they're going for like a new modern approach where it's not like every other skate game, but who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Everyone just wants skate. Skate. What is, skate as a is like the cornerstone of most action sports games, and you just release this bullshit, and I'm not angry. I'm not pissed off. I'm just disappointed at the fact they couldn't be asked to see that their mistakes will lead to this game failing because they just don't care enough. If they cared, at least the thing. Why is there so many fucking pedestrians around here? That's another thing. Pedestrian density. In certain spots, it's very fucking high. In other spots, it's low as piss. I mean, look at this area. They're all over there. They're all in there. But here, there's no one walking. No one walking the fucking streets. 1 or 2 people. Like, it's... I'm just going to talk about all the things that are bad. This video is just bad things. And I don't want to sound negative at all, but I didn't even realize there was a fucking skate park here. Holy shit. I don't want to sound negative, and I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound negative and like I'm just really just being annoying. But it's honestly the truth. I've never felt this way about a realistically about a game. Even when Cyberpunk 2077 came out, it was a hot garbage, and I went to go review that. I actually made this YouTube channel just to do game reviews, originally, but then I kind of just ditched it because I just didn't have energy or anything like that to do it. So I just left it, and now I'm actually doing these game reviews, and I recorded my Cyberpunk review, and I remember just sitting there going, but it's not shit. This one I can confidently say is the worst I've got a review. I did give it an 8 last time. Since then, my opinion of it has slowly drifted down to about a 5. Then it went down to a 4, and now it's back up to like a 6 because I'm kind of enjoying it, because knowing that season 1 is coming out soon. I just want to see what they do with season 1. They did release the Grind Volume 6, which they're going to now make weekly, which I don't know how to feel about that. On one hand, that's kind of nice to see that they're going to do weekly stuff and all that sort of good stuff, but on the other hand, it's also kind of like, why are you doing it weekly? There's someone else going on here, and I think it's main parts that they just want to get their I want to say dictatorship over what happens with this game out there. They like, oh, we listen to the FAQs. We wanna make the best game possible for you. We want you guys to be involved. Yet they don't want us involved at the same time. It's like, fuck you then. I don't want to get involved as well. I'll play the game. I just don't want to get involved with your bullshit. I'm sick of game companies acting like they give a fuck. They don't. They want to make the most money possible. So that's why Skate is the way it is. It's not finished. It's not finished on purpose. That's on purpose. It's by design. They released it to make more money. And I can only see this game once it loses players and player accounts. They're going to realise, oh shit, How about we do one big major update to the game and make people pay for it? And fuck off. And if you don't pay for the update, you can't play the game. Which will just be the hallmark of end of EA. And I think it will be the end of Full Circle as we know it if they do consider that option and that route. I want to believe that EA wouldn't do something like that, but then again, it's fucking EA. Who knows? This game is good fun when you find new spots. Like this spot, I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. But I don't like the fact that they're not doing anything for Brick Switch, and they're not even going to do anything for Brick Switch in Season 2. I'm going to say it's like going to be like Season 4 before they even remotely decide that this place is like good. And I was thinking Brick Switch, Season 1. No. Season 2 is when we'll get leaks about it. Like they're going to leak some stuff and all that sort of stuff to us, and that grind or whatever, maybe that volume of the grind. But at the same time, I can't help but think this is just lazy. You're lazy. You want to focus on the bigger areas where a lot of people skate. You do not want to focus on the areas where no one skates, which would be this place right here. I mean, they fully fledged it out. All right, they probably add a little bit more to it because, to be honest, Brick Switch is honestly the best place on the map to skate. Underrated. It's underrated. It's one of the best places on the map to skate. I mean, for example, you got the massive tower over there behind the other side of the stadium. And you can skate down it and go flying off the edge of a ramp. It's like, that's really fun. That's really fun. I hate how they kind of like... The art style is... I'll be honest, I'm going to say this right now, the art style I'm kind of a fan of. I like how they didn't go for like overly realistic. And certain textures they outlined. Like it's like an anime outline or whatever. I like how they didn't go overly realistic. I kind of enjoy that. Where it's to the point where you know it's a game. And it's nothing too realistic. I don't know what the fuck I just pulled off there. 360 hard flip? Okay, sweet. I don't... It's kind of hard to sit there and say it sucks, the game actually is bad. It is a bad game. Alright, fuck it. It is a horrendously bad game. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I hate the idea of what they're trying to do with it, which is trying to push a narrative of like, we care, but you don't. It's like pushing that narrative of like, we care, we want this for you, you care about this game, we'll do this for you. And you won't do it though. That's the issue that I'm having, is that I know the EA, they never do anything that they promise. They just never do. Anthem was the biggest. Anthem, they promised Anthem would be such a great game. Would be so good, full of life and stuff like that, and it just never was. It was a terrible game that no one wanted to play. And here we are with Skate, where people are feeling the same way. But the difference between Anthem and Skate is that people are actually playing Skate. Why? Because they grew up with it. Why? Because the game is kind of fun. Why? Because everyone who says the game is shit is also not lying, but also not lying. I have mixed feelings, so I'm lying and technically not lying whenever I say the game is poo, and I don't enjoy it. I am lying, but I'm also not lying, because I have mixed feelings on this game. I always glaze this game, saying, oh, it's so much fun, this and that. But listening to outsider perspective, either people who have never played a Skate game before, or people who have played Skate 3, Skate 2, Skate 1, and haven't picked it up since. They played through the entirety of those games, and they didn't pick it up since those days. They came back and they played this game and they said shit. And I see what they mean. I kind of did glaze the game in the first video. And I don't apologise for that. I do not apologise for that. I had what I said, and I was a bit dumb to believe that they would actually give a shit. I'm excited to see where this game goes, but at the same time, I'm very fucking scared. I don't want to see this game fail. As much as the rest of us do not want to see this game fail. But deep down, I feel like we kind of all know that it's going to fail. I feel like we kind of all have this same feeling that it's just going to not end well. The Skate franchise as we know it. And that's the hard bit to come around to. That's the very hard bit for me to come around to. I don't like the idea of this game ever, ever, ever failing. But I've got to be honest with myself at some point and say this game is going to fail. I've got to be honest. This game is going to fail one way or another. It's never going to. Maybe it'll fail in sales. Maybe it will fail with microtransactions. Maybe they won't make enough money. And knowing EA, because they only give a fuck about money and not player reception and not player counts and not how many people want to play their game, they only give a fuck about money. The moment they start losing money on this game, it's just a dead course for them and they'll give up. They'll never update it again. They'll never touch it again. This and that. This game was maybe one of the biggest risks that EA could have taken, and they were not wrong to say that risk did not work. The highest play count we've ever seen was a couple of days ago. The highest play count we had ever seen was a couple of days ago on Skate. It was a couple of days ago. Highest play count we ever seen on this game was a couple of days ago. It was at 20 million. Now, I'm sorry, but does this game deserve 20 million players? 20 million players to be playing it all at once? No. No, not at all. I do not believe that EA deserve to have that level of success after the amount of times they have broken promises, after the amount of times they have said, we're going to do this, but never did it. After the amount of times I feel betrayed by EA. I've felt betrayed multiple times by EA, particularly in games that I'm really happy and excited for come out, and they just like, no, we're not going to release it. Fuck you. And I'm just sitting there, I'm fucked then. I spent a lot of money, and they have done that before. Cancelled games. Back when EA was even remotely considered good guy. I don't know how they were ever considered good guy. But when they were considered good guy, I was really impressed when EA did announce this game. Like, they took a risk, and that risk definitely has broken records for EA. I'm not going to sit there and say it hasn't, but also I'm going to sit there and say it's going to break records on the most failed game by EA. And Anthem is the most failed game by EA. Actually, maybe Battlefield 2046 might be the biggest fail that EA's ever had. But I think this game is going to fail exponentially in a good couple years' time. I reckon this game will stay popular for 2 years. I reckon it's got a maximum of a 2-year life cycle if they don't start fixing shit by Season 1. If they start fixing shit by Season 1 and actually make the game playable, make it so that we don't get stuck in queues to log in into the fucking game, then maybe this game just won't fail. I have high hopes that this game will not fail, because I don't want to see it fail. I never want to see any game from any company, whether I like that company or not, fail. I feel like that's such a bad way to look at things. And I particularly, this game, out of every game that I've played, I realistically do not want this one to fail the most. I want it to see, I want it to see success. I want it to see success. I really do. I don't want it to not. I want it to see everything great, see everything this and that. But it's not going to see that. And unfortunately, here I am just shit-talking the game. But I feel like, let's stay away from the negativity. Let's clear the head. Let's talk about things that I actually do like and things that I think can stay and should stay. What is it? This is over. I think what I'm about to say here is maybe a little bit controversial because people will just not agree with me when I say that this game has one of the most odd replayability values. You could finish this game whole way through, and you'll still come back maybe every year and come back, and you'll just come back and you'll just play it. You won't even bother. You just come back after a year, see what the game's done. You finish the game. Let's say you finish the game. It's an online service game. You finish everything there is to do in the game, which you never will because it's going to continuously update. It's going to be new missions, this and that. Let's say you finish the game. All right. There's no more missions that they can add. There's no more this and that, but you've done everything. All right. You come back in a year's time to see what the game's doing, and the game is vibing. The game is all these different things, and the game looks way more realistic than when you last played it. And all I want is for that to look like a game that I want to play. This is not a game that I will sit there for. I could sit here for years and rant about how this game does not look like a game I would want to play. Alright? And it's not because I think it looks like Fortnite. I think it does look like Fortnite. I will agree with people on that. I think there's a little bit of differences in how characters move and the realism, and in some sort of way these characters act more like humans than Fortnite characters do. Because they basically are. It definitely gives me reminiscence of Fortnite when you talk about graphic style. Graphics style, yeah, Fortnite, definitely Fortnite. But is it over the top Fortnite? No. I feel like people were comparing it to Fortnite because of the skate pass that's coming out, which, to be fair, Fortnite did start the battle pass trend. I'm pretty sure League of Legends had it first, but then Fortnite pioneered it and basically made it like every online game now has to have a battle pass sort of thing. Which is great because I do love battle passes. I feel they're your best bang for buck. You get heaps of different cosmetics, heaps of different cool looking things, and and battle passes, they work. All right, they get the money in the door because they are cheap, and because battle passes are cheap, inherently cheap. Not that they are when it comes to skate. Because let's go look at the prices of skate. Spaceman bundle. That's fucking hilarious to me. I do like that. That's funny. I'll see you, mate. That's hilarious. But yeah. What the fuck is this? Flashy courtship jacket. Okay. But just to get 500 is $7.55. That's fairly cheap. Just for 500, you can get a lot with 500. You can get one thing. If you just want to buy one thing, $7.50, that's all right. Then you move up to 1,050, which is $14, which is $15. It's pretty good. You move up to 2,800, that's around Fortnite pricing for it. Right? Between $30 and $37. Then you move up to 5,900 in Fortnite. That's around, I want to say, $50. $50. That makes sense to me. $76 does not. It doesn't make fucking sense. Fortnite's maximum, which is 13,500, so you get even more, is $120 AUD. In this game, you get 12,000. You don't get an extra 1,500 on top of that. You only get 12,000 for $151. $151 gets you 12,000. Whereas in Fortnite, the pricing is so much more cheaper. And I'd much prefer to buy shit from Fortnite. To actually even put that out there even more and to make it maybe hit a little bit more is that the Founders Deluxe Pack, all right, normally is $80. You buy it, you want to upgrade, it's $40, which seems much more worth it to me. I personally would much more prefer if it was just worth it and not just about buying, which I do in. I enjoy that it's a costume of Meat Man, but I want Meat Man, if you understand. Not just that bullshit. It's not. I do like that though. I do like this jacket. That's quite nice. It's quite a nice jacket. I'm not gonna buy it though. But yeah, it's just like it's just odd because it's not Fortnite. The way that the pricing is it's classic EA. Overcharge for no fucking reason. And now I'm back onto the negative shit. That's EA for you. It's just overcharge, wonder why the game's not popular, oh shit, cancel it. The game needs to be cheap. You need to have cheaper pricing. Now the first three. So the 500 pack, the 1000 pack, and the 2800 pack. Alright? Those packs, they're fine prices, but after that they're too much. It's too much. Too much money. Why would I go out and purchase $150 worth of Sam Van bucks, SV bucks, alright? SV bucks, of course, SV bucks. Alright? Sam Van bucks. Why would I go out of my way to purchase $150 worth of that when it's only $12,000? When I could go into Fortnite, get $13,500, so an extra $1,500 on top of that for $120. That is cheap. Mind you, that's AU. Alright, it's probably cheaper in America, probably cheaper in the UK. It's cheaper in America, cheaper in New Zealand, cheaper in the UK. In fact, I think Australia has the most expensive pricing. But it's just, what the fuck? Like, you can't charge that fucking much when every other game is undercharging you. And even COD undercharges it. It's like, come on, you do better. It's annoying. It's fucking annoying. It's not. I don't feel like this game is going to last long. I reckon they'll add an offline mode because of how bad the online mode is going. I mean, we're seeing a huge player decrease because Fortnite's just got a massive increase. And the thing was that Fortnite, Delulu was kind of Fortnite's answer to Skate, in a way. But they did it better because it's proximity chat. You can chat to randoms, complete random strangers that you've never met before on Delulu, which is back out right now. It's weekend, you can go play it right now. It's just silly. It's just fucking silly, this stupid fucking game. I don't love how I'm saying, oh, this game's so stupid, acting like I'll never play it again, and I know I will. Because I do, and I'll be honest, I do enjoy this game. A lot more than I let on. But it's kind of fucking annoying just seeing a game series that I'm so fond of, watching it slowly just lose its own identity because money is involved. It's just classic EA. It's classic EA just not giving a shit anymore. Not caring about the opinions of their long-time fans, just doing it because they can. It does make me feel like they just don't care enough anymore, which I can understand. I'm just disappointed at the fact that they just never cared. It was around Skate 3 time where they started becoming synonymous about being really terrible game company and really unethical when it came to how they treat games and gamers and how this and that. But even then, I feel like how you purchase shit in Skate 3 and Skate 2 and Skate 1, how you purchased extra content was via Microsoft points, which you could earn just from playing the game. You can earn those Microsoft points just from getting achievements in the game, from getting achievements in the game, from doing all these different things, and owning Xbox Live Gold. If you owned all that sort of stuff and you got achievements and everything like that, you were golden. You would get all those points. You could buy everything in Skate. I bought everything in. I have all the DLC of Skate 3. That's also another thing. It won't do a trick if it doesn't think you can do it. I just know all laser flip, no lazy flip, no, I know that. It's like. It's just like, it's so fucking annoying. This game it has no identity anymore. It really doesn't. And Skate, realistically, I feel like Skate since Skate 2 has kind of been like that identity crisis. Like, it doesn't know what it wants to be. It doesn't know whether it wants to be super unrealistic, super realistic, and they kind of boarded the bridge with this game. Made it super unrealistic, but also added some realism to it, and it's just the bugs are still in this. The bugs are still in the games. That's great. Some bugs from previous games are still in here. The launch glitch isn't. The speed launch, like where you grab your board and you go, not that. It's not in the game anymore, but I don't really care for the most part. I never knew how to do it in Skate 3, so I was pretty toxic for years because I didn't know how to do it. I never knew how to do it, so yeah. I'm not over that, man. That's gone. What else? What else is gone? Multiple other things. You see how I've. Okay, it's fixed itself. It's kind of. I don't know what to think about EA right now. I feel like they're. It's kind of just contemplating just then about all these things that are going on with Skate and how upset I am to see Skate taking this sort of direction. But I can't help but think it's EA. It's all the fault of EA. It's not the fault of us, the players. It's not the fault of Full Circle. It's EA. It's 100% just EA. Being EA and not giving a damn about about us because they think we're below them. And I know a couple of EA Skate reps might watch this and think, how dare he say all that shit? But then again, you just prove my point by saying that to yourselves, EA Skate representatives. You just prove my point there by just going, how dare he say all that bullshit about us? We're not like that. We care about our players. We care about our community. You don't. Stop acting. You don't care. If you cared, you would actually want to you actually want to do and fix the things that we are asking you to fix. You do not fix these things. Last update happened, and when the last update happened, we were all hoping one particular bug was just going to disappear. Alright? It was being kicked out. It's just being kicked out of friends lobbies. They didn't fix it. We complained. All of us playtesters, we all complained that you need to fix this. We all said on Discord and on the Reddit, please fix this bug. I want to play with mates. It keeps kicking me out. They didn't fix it. You didn't fix it. You didn't care enough to fix it. Because once again, it is all about money. This game was, I don't think it was ever meant to release fully. It was just going to be a quick crash grab. But when they realized how many people actually want to play this fucking game because they love the Skate franchise, then they realized, oh shit, well, we have to actually kind of make it a good game. And while trying to make it a good game, they fucked up at making it a good game. They fucked up at making a game that everyone wants to play. They made it a game that only true Skate fans will fully enjoy, true EA supporters will fully enjoy, and glaze the fuck out of. I'm sorry, but this is the first time I'm ever going to say fuck you to EA. I said fuck you, EA, multiple times, but not directly to them. I'm speaking to you guys as people. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. You can sit on a fucking dick. You do not care about this game as much as we like to think you do. But I'm talking to you as people. I'm talking to you not as an entity, but as a person. You're a cunt. Fix your issues that everyone is complaining about in your game. Whether these are new players, whether these are long-time players, whether these are playtesters who you should have been listening to. That includes me. You didn't. You didn't listen to us. You just didn't care. And that's what hurts the most about this game. You don't care about it. You sit there all the time in every survey. Like, I've taken part in literally every skate survey that I've done since I've joined playtesting. Since I joined playtesting. And every time I have made it abundantly clear about the bugs that I want fixed, about the things that I would take out, about the things that I would add, about the things that I remove. And I wouldn't be surprised if most of us, because these are the things that we want, and they don't align with EA's values, and they don't align with what EA wants to do with the game, just get completely ignored. And they only look at the people who want EA to do what EA wants to do. Which, I'm not surprised, that's fucking EA for you. They do that sort of shit all the time. They don't care about their actual fan base who wants to see this game flourish and actually grow. They only care about the people who don't want to see it flourish and grow. They only care about the people who want to glaze them. And that's what EA has been like for years. I'm sorry, they've always been like that. You've always been like that. And even they will sit there and probably go, yeah, we've been like that. But the fact that they would continue to do it with a skate game. You know, one of the most sacred games that I think EA has ever made. Like a game that everyone wants to protect with their heart. Alright, Skate is one of the most beloved series by EA. Franchises by EA. And here they come, fucking it up again. Of course, it's classic EA. They like to fuck up everything good. Because they don't know how to make good anymore. They make bad and they work on it. They release shit bad and they work on it, unless it's fucking Anthem. And the reason why Anthem failed because it was online service. And I thought they learned that online services games are not what people want anymore. They're just not what people want anymore. I don't want an online service game. I don't mind having Fortnite as an online service game. I don't mind COD being an online service game because that makes fucking sense. Skate doesn't. They care more about the social aspect than they do the actual gameplay. That's why they exist. That's why she annoys the shit out of me whenever I Mongo push. And if you've been seeing the entire time, I've been Mongo pushing the entire time. I haven't been pushing with my front foot. I've been pushing with my front foot. Not my back foot. I know, back pushing... Wait, Mongo pushing with your front foot, yeah. Yeah, it is. Pushing with your back foot, that's normal pushing, but yeah. Like, if you notice the entire time, I've been Mongo pushing because that's just how I'm used to it. Alright, Skate 3 worked like that. It was like you Mongo pushed. Alright, this would be mean you Mongo pushed, but I found in Skate 3 that you get a lot better speed with it. And that your character eventually just gets used to it. Because the thing is that characters in those games actually worked like humans. They liked certain things, they did certain things. Whereas these just feel like robots that you're just controlling with they sit there and they go, we want it to resemble you. We want you to put you onto the character. All of what you have onto the character. I made mine a Vans poser. Who is secretly good at skateboarding. That's what I am. I made mine a female who loves Vans. Who loves Vans. Loves the brand, Vans. Loves everything about it. And who is also a skate insider. That's what I did. I'm surprised there is no Vans deck in the game. But speaking of things that I actually want to buy, I'm going to buy these. I want to buy this. I really want to buy it. I like it. I want it. Oh, I've got the thing anyway, so I can buy it. It doesn't matter. Put that on. But yeah. It's just annoying. It's the only game I love so dearly. Just lose everything. It's lost its identity. And it sucks. And that's how I'm going to end the video. I'm going to leave it on this final note. EA. I'm going to make this personal to you. EA. Stop. Just stop. Hand it over to an independent studio. Please. Release Full Circle from the clutches of EA and the marketing bullshit and all that sort of stuff. Release Full Circle. Make them an independent studio. Allow them to go off. Give them the game. And I tell you right now, this game will fucking flourish. I do not want EA at all part of this. I want the Skate franchise to go to an independent developer. Someone who is a developing company that is not backed by EA, which Full Circle is. It's a Full Circle. Full Circle is a team developed by EA. It is a backed team. It makes so much fucking sense as to why it is like this. The game is like this. Because it's EA. It's an EA thing. EA Black Box. It's full of ex-EA Black Box employees. So these employees know what makes Skate great. But the thing is, EA doesn't want Skate to be great. EA wants Skate to be a money maker. But instead of making it paid for, so you have to pay for the game to make your money, you made it free to play and add microtransactions in there because fuck it, why not? It baffles me. It baffles me to see the lack of competency. Competency. That's the word, right? Yeah, competency. The lack of competence. Competence, yeah. Fuck it. The lack of competence in EA. Just there's no awareness to what they're doing. Well, there's obviously awareness to what they're doing, but they're making people mad, and they don't. I feel like they don't really. Either they don't realize it or they don't care. And I'm pretty sure it's a mix of the both. They don't realize, and they just go. It's like they don't realize they realize, and then they're just like, oh, well, you know, fuck it. Let's listen to the people who want us to succeed with this game, and I want this game to succeed. That's the problem, man. I feel like EA is gonna rip me a new one after this and go, yeah, you said this, but at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Also, while you're at it, add supporter creator codes. I'll be happy to take the first one. Yeah, add supporter creator codes. So that way when you buy shit from the shop, creators can earn a bit of money from it. I'll be happy to test it for you. Give me a supporter creator code right now. But it's just, this game is so annoying. It's just so annoying. It's so annoying, and I've been talking the entire time, so there's barely any dead space in this video, which I learned. Dead space, that's what it is. People don't like it, people won't watch the video if there's dead space, and you're not constantly talking. And if it's not, and I'm constantly talking this video. I've learned. I've been learning how to make YouTube videos and stuff like that, and how to make them compelling and stuff like that. But yeah, like I'm fully set on just making Skate a game that I'm fully set on having Skate as a game that everyone wants to play, not just in their spare time, but make it their main game of choice. EA doesn't want that. It doesn't want the game to be a main game choice. If you were to choose any game, let's say you were put 100 people in the room, all right? You know how many people would choose Skate? 50%. Let's say we put 100 people in the room, all right? 100 men, 100 girls. They're all mixed together, all right? So 50 men, 50 girls, all right? And they're all mixed together. And they're all gamers, they've all played Fortnite, and they've all played Skate. If you were to ask them, would you rather play Fortnite or Skate as your main game? I'd hazard a guess, 90% of them will go Fortnite. 90% of them will go Fortnite. But if you were asking Fortnite or Skate 3, Fortnite or Skate 2, Fortnite or Skate 1, everyone would say Skate. People would completely go, no Fortnite, Skate. And that's not saying that, like, oh, people hate Skate. People don't hate Skate. I don't hate Skate. I just hate the way that EA is going about it. It's something I just don't like. I don't like how EA goes about a lot of things when it comes to the games, but this is the main thing that I'm very like, fuck off, don't touch it. But anyway, I guess that kind of wraps it up for this video. If you guys liked it, please leave a like. If you didn't like it, please leave a dislike. If you want to see more, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. Ta-da.